In today's episode of our Photoshop, I want to walk you through how you can design this modern social media flyer in Photoshop. What you want to learn in this tutorial today is you will learn how you can apply the glow effect and everything that will be come across in this tutorial. So without further ado, let's head over to our new project. As usual, you can name our project. So you can leave it resolution 300. RGB color. Home settings, you can leave it as default. You can create, let's create our project. This is how our interface will look like. The next one is to head over to our adjustment. I'll click on the solid color. You can see the color code that I'm using is a 010100. So it will pop in on your screen, so you can check along and do as well in this tutorial. The next one is we want to create a new layer. So head over to our brush. You want to choose on the software brush. So let your hardness should be 0 and let your size should be like this. And you can increase it outside. You can click on the outside wall like this. If your icon is showing like this, you can hold your calculator on your keyboard. You can increase by pressing bracket. You just want to apply some green effect on the icon. Just apply it like this. The next thing is to head over to your blend mode. You want to change this to screen. So you will enlarge it like this, position the way you want to be. So you just leave it like this, you can press OK. The next thing is to create a new layers again. So I'll head over to my brush. I'll just apply it at the downward like this. Head over to my blend mode. I'll click on the screen as well. So I can position it the way I want it to be. Just click OK. So after we've done this part, so the next thing in this one is to create a new layer again. I have to create I want to change this color to white. I can click OK. So I can head over to my brush again. So I'll click on this guy. So I'm using this particular RB paint stroke brush. So it's one I'm using, you can see it. So this is one I'm trying to use. I can clean the outside of it. So I can apply the brush and we see like this. I can click the move tools. The next one is to just make it broad, or you can stretch it like this. You can rotate it like this. So after we've done this part, the next thing is to right click again. You can convert it to smart object. You can head over to our brush, our filter. You click on the blur and you click on the gradation blur. So in this one, just want to fade this a little bit now. So the radius I'm using, I'll click OK. So after we've done this one, the next thing is to right click again, head over to effects. In the effects, I'll click on the blend option. So we want to put some outer glow and inner glow on the brush that we created, on this thing that we created. So I'll click on the outer glow. So it's already put on the effect on us. So I'll show you how I achieve this effect. The blend mode is I use this screen for it. That is the first one. And the noise is 15. So I increase it to 15. So I'm using the same color, the same color that we first used. And the elements, under the elements, I'm using the size. It is 1 more than 11 for the units fonts. All these settings you are seeing there, you can leave it as is. So I will head over to my inner glow. I'll click on the inner glow, same as well. The level is soft light, and the noise is 0, opacity is 0, 100 as usual, and the size is 29. So you can follow all the settings like this. I'll just click OK. So I'll just arrange let me set our interface very well. So I'll just arrange this very well so it should fit in. You can see this is the noise effect. You can see it's showing that you'll be seeing some flyer design like this. So this is how they created the inner glow and outer glow. The next one in this particular one is to head over to our right click here again. You want to click on the rectangle. So I'll give this field a white color. So click on the white color. So I will check these strokes. So I don't want to see the stroke there. I'll check it like this. So I'll just click the outside. So I'll just apply my rectangle on the interface like this. After we've done that one, I will treat it very well again. I can uncheck this one. So the next step in this particular one is I'll head over to my resources. So I'll bring this particular model image, the image that is speaking with the AI something. So I'll just drop it. Then I'll click OK. I'll position it here. So if you want to know how you can generate an image for social media or any kind of design that you want to do, like you need a confirm and quality image, go and watch this video that's popping, that is on your screen there. So go and watch it. So this video is all about how you can generate an image by using your pieces. So everything is explained there. So position it like this. And see, just leave it like this. So the next thing is you can see this one, apply it very well. So if this one, you can reduce this one by holding your shift to bring it down a little bit. So we still want to put some more information around here. You can click OK. So you can bring it down a little bit like this. I think this is what I'm trying to achieve. So after we done that part, the next thing is this one is to apply, say, the effect on the image. The next thing is to head over to my adjustments. I'll click on the, so I'll first of all change my foreground color to this particular green color. I'll click on the adjustments. I'll click on the solid color. So just let it to load like this. I'll just click OK. We are still using the same color code. I'll click OK. I'll right click again. I'll click now sit inside the image. You can see it. Don't worry. So I'll click on the blend mode. I'll click on the soft light. So after that, you click on the layers beside the color that we created. You just press Ctrl I to invert it. You can see I'm trying to invert it. Head over to a brush. So I'll click on this arrow there. I'll click on the soft round brush. So we want to apply some brushes. So I'll reduce it like this. Let your hardness should be 0. Let your opacity should be 100. And let your flow, you can reduce it to 77. So the smooth should be 0. So let's apply some effect on the image. So I'll zoom it to see what I'm trying to achieve there. In this, when you are doing something like this, you have to be patient. Just choose the edges that you want to apply on it. Let the light should reflect on. That is the goal that you want to achieve in this one. Just to apply this very well. You can zoom out by pressing Ctrl minus. So just apply. So in these arms like this, you can apply something at this arm. So you'll be showing some reflection. And this is the goal I'm trying to achieve. You can zoom out again. That is the particular position that I want to apply. The next one is to head over to our adjustment layers again. You want to add some solid color again to it. So we are still using the same format, the same color code. Now let's right click again. As usual, the matte is inside. So click on the blend mode, click on the soft light, click on the layer beside it and Ctrl I to move out. When you do this, in this one, you want to increase the flow to 100. So you want the light should be coming out very well. Zoom it very well. Just to apply this particular one. So if you made a mistake, you can reduce if it is too much, you can reduce the opacity. So let me reduce the opacity. I'll click on this first color that we created. I can increase it to 71 again. So it should not be too much on it. So I'll click on the first one so I can apply the really effect that we're trying to achieve. You can zoom out again. Just apply it on this, apply it on this. You can put it on, apply it on the edges of the laptop here. I think this is really cool. I think this is really cool for me. So the next step is to add the last one, which is the white. I'm putting the outside here. Click on the white, foreground color to white, head over to my solid color again. So I can click OK. Okay, I'll put it at this. So I click again, the matte is inside. So click on the soft light. So I'll click on the layer beside it. I'll click on the Ctrl I to invert it. Use the opacity a little bit. So click on this and click on the brush. So we can apply the last something that you want to apply. If the brush is too much, you can reduce it. You can see. You can zoom out, you can apply it here. So that is how I achieved that. The next step is in this particular one is to put some of the text. After we've done all these things to it, we just group it. The next thing is to head over to our text. So we want to write the text on this particular one. So I can click OK. I can click on this guy. So I'll just position it like this. So the font I'm using in this particular one, I'm using the collage text. So the font that I'm using, the name of the font is popping on the screen. So you can follow. So I want to remove this text at the top here. One thing I'll just click on this auto for now, or let me use like 24. The next thing is to click on the text to write the text. I can click OK. I can reduce it. So after I reduce it again, I can click OK. So I can position it here. Let me zoom in to see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to achieve. So I can position it here. I think it is okay. I can align it very well. It should be aligned, which is really good for me. So you can see this color. I'm not using this particular color. I'll just head over to my effects. I'll click on the ingredients overlay. Just position. You can see it's already showing. You can follow all the settings here like this. So I can click OK. After we write this text, the new one is head over to our text. Click on the text. So I'll just paste it here like this. I'll click OK. I can click on this auto. I can change it to auto like this. So I'll just position it here and reduce it a little bit. So I will apply the same color code. I'll just click on this. I'll copy it just to apply the same. I'll apply it here like this. I'll just paste it. So this is what I'm trying to achieve here. The next thing is to align it. So everything should be aligned. Just move it at the top a little bit. So you still want something that I want to put there. I think that is really okay for me. The next thing in this particular one is to head over to our rectangle. So I'll click on this view. I'll check it. I don't want it. So the ones I want it, I'll just click on the stroke. I want to add a lot of I want to add stroke on it. I'll click here. I can click the outside here like this. The next thing is I'll just apply. So after we've done the part, I'll click on the outside here. I'll click on my tools. So I'll come down on my properties here. So I'm using like 64 pixels. So it will apply to everything. So one thing is I'll just drag it here like this. Ctrl Z to undo. I'll just hold it like this. Drag it here. I'll just move it at the top a little bit. I'll click OK. So after we've done this part, I just want to apply some rectangle. The next thing is to do here is I'll click on my effects. I'll click on the gradient overlay. Don't worry, I can click on this gradient editor. I'll come down a little bit so I can apply this. So it's the same thing I use for everything like this. I'll just click OK. Follow all the settings here. Just click OK as well. So after we've done that part, the next thing is to click on this stroke. I'll just put 2 to it to add the volume 2 to it. So I think it's the word I'm trying to. You can see this is how I achieved that. The next thing is to just put the rectangle at the top. Click on the rectangle. I'll fill in my color. So I'll put on the fill. You can check the strokes, the one and bit. I'll check it. So you can click the outside here like this. One thing I just want to do is I'll just draw my rectangle like this. So I'll click on my move tool. You can zoom in. You see, I'll just off it a little bit. Let me show you the properties, and you can see the pop 2020. So it's 20 that will apply for everything. I think this is really cool. If it is too much, you can direct it like this. I think 16 is okay. I like it like this. So our position is very well. So we want to put some text on this. I'll just click on the text here like this. So I'll just put my text. So I'll just put some text here like this. So I'll write my text. I'll just click OK. So I'll just reduce it a little bit. I'll position it here like this. Reduce it a little bit as well. I can click OK. So I'll click on my character in this particular one. So I click on the auto for name. The next thing is to change this color to I'll pick color around this background. Just pick color here. So this is what I'm trying to achieve. I'll click OK. So the next one is to change the regular to, I want to change it to semi-board for now. So I'll just arrange it very well. Okay, I like it like this. So the next thing is to align it very well. 15. So the next step in this particular one to put some information and everything. You click on your resources, head over to resources. So you can bring this, first of all, you bring this logo. So you just position it here, put it here like this. Down, so there's nothing there. Okay, so this is how I achieved this social media flyer in Photoshop. So if you are gaining a lot in this tutorial and you are achieving one or two things in this tutorial, this is your first time you come across my video like this. So like the video, subscribe for more Photoshop tutorial, turn on the notification bell, and share with your fellow designers. So thank you everybody. Thank you very much. See you in my next episode. Bye for now.